All right, so Lincoln, the video we're going to do today is going to be a workshop tour.
Oh, yep. Okay. Viewers, that's a flamer. That's loud. What? That's tiny. I better make a tiny robot to help you.
All right, what do we got here?
That.
What is it?
No idea.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're out in the garage, but it's a workshop tour. Why do you think that is? Because we're going to talk about workshop infrastructure. And the first infrastructure item we're going to talk about is compressed air. Do you know what this is? What is it? Tell the people, they're over there.
This people is that's air.
Compressed air, that's right, it's an air compressor. And this one happens to be very, very quiet. Can I show you how quiet it is?
That's loud. What?
Okay, Lincoln, I spent a lot of extra money to buy an extra quiet air compressor. What do you think of that?
Not so good. Right, viewers?
It actually is pretty quiet. I don't have a louder one for comparison, but these California air compressors are pretty
loud.
Pretty loud, says Lincoln. But you can't hear it in the house, and that is quiet enough. Also, Lincoln, what do you think of this blue pipe that I have going everywhere in the garage and down into the shop? You don't know?
Strange.
Strange? So this isn't a sponsorship. I bought this stuff and I don't even have an affiliate account or anything, but I can say that the rapid air hose system made it pretty simple to get compressed air stations where I needed them in the workshop and the garage. So I give it a thumbs up. You cut, chamfer, and compression fit to quickly do all the connections. And this hose reel, I like their hose reels, and this one is positioned so that it can obviously get to the cars, but also can reach the sprinkler system to winterize it. And that's important because I justified this purchase because I could use the compressed air to blow out the sprinkler system. That's how I scammed my wife into buying this for me.
You scam.
Well, yeah. Part of this video is all about scams to get the stuff you want. Lincoln, do you think that was a good scam?
No.
Tough audience. I thought it was pretty good, and it worked. You can't argue with that. I've also got a second one of these hose reels down in the basement, in the shop, to get it to everywhere that I would need it. And it's really nice having the compressor in the garage. Frees up shop space and doesn't come off of the sub panel in the basement. And that leads to our next exciting infrastructure topic. You want to guess what it is?
A shop?
Electricity.
Oh.
How excited are you?
I'm not that excited because I don't want to get shocked. Hello, we're back.
We're back. Okay, so this is my electrical sub panel that I paid an electrician a lot of money to put in for the shop. When this is all done, this will be full of circuits that I can use so I'm not taking power for the house. You want to see what it looks like right now, Lincoln?
Yeah. Right?
What does that tell you?
That's tiny.
Do you know why it looks like that? Because I haven't finished out the electrical for the shop.
Oh, that's why it's tiny.
That's why it's tiny.
Boop.
Do you think I should get busy on that?
Viewers, what do you say? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes. So, Lincoln, I have an 8-year plan to finish the shop. Do you think that's fast enough? It's kind of slow, isn't it? Can I tell you what my problem is?
What?
My problem is I get more excited about projects like this one. That was for a bandsaw tensioning app, and for new products and for fun things to build, than building the shop. Is that a problem?
Yes, that is a big problem. My viewers, yes.
What do you think I should do about it?
I better make a tiny robot to help you.
Oh, that's a sweet idea. Please, get building that robot. See this big area that's all open right here?
Yeah.
What do you think I should do with it?
I better make an eye on here, and then you can screw in some screws, and then you got a big or tiny robot to help you walk.
Oh, so this could be the robot fabrication area of the shop.
Yes.
That's a pretty good idea. Can I tell you what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking that I would put a wood CNC. That's a router that's controlled by a robot. So it kind of is a robot that can make Like, can make different things that you can make with the router, except the robot makes it. What do you think? Is that a good idea?
As the fuels.
Viewers, should I put a CNC here?
Type in yes or no on this video to see who wins. If it's yes, we build it. If it's no, we don't.
How do you think I should get Mommy to let me buy a CNC?
Scam.
Scam.
Daddy, we really need this. Something going on fire.
Oh, yes. Fire prevention by CNC. Alright, what do we got here?
That.
What is it?
No idea.
So what is this setup on my metal cutting bandsaw? Well, imagine you have a bunch of twin turbo vise customers who are less than pleased with you because their vices are late. And imagine that many of these customers also purchase 6-inch bench dog posts because they like the idea of a circular dog held up by a magnet that stayed in place when raised. Now imagine that your dog supplier tells you that they fabricated the dogs but didn't ship them. So the vices are on the way, but the dogs aren't. Joy of physical products. Now, when I decided that every vise should come with 2 longer dog posts for dogs in the vise jaw, I knew that I was going to have a hard time working through my inventory of these longer dogs. I had a lot of them, so that problem was solved because the only way not to cause further delays was cutting down these dog posts to 6 inches. And I had a whole lot of these to cut, so the jig that you're seeing me make clamp 6 at a time in the perfect position to cut the length that I needed. Also, quick plug to the MagSwitch universal saw indicator. I use it to dial on a snug fit for the bottom piece that fits into the saw by bumping the fence a few thousandths at a time. So it's great that this tool is still useful after it helps you with blade alignment.
In this box, there's some of these in those boxes.
Yeah.
But in this box, there's longer ones, but with screws.
Do you think maybe I'm cutting them in half?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
No idea.
Should I tell the viewers?
Yes.
Okay.
This sitting desk helps my dad walk. See? He's been making stuff. And sometimes when he's not working there, I sometimes read there.
That's true. Sometimes I do some work and you do a little bit of reading.
It looks like the drill press is making tiny, yucky things.
The tiny yucky things on the drill press are our metal shavings from drilling holes in the ends of twin turbo vise screws that customers have sent to me because their retaining rings failed. So I'm reworking them with spring pins. The piece of wood that I'm cutting is going to hold the back plate of the vise in place so that I can shorten up the tubes welded into the back plate by 1/8 of an inch to make room for a 3/16 inch spring pin. And when I made my original prototypes for the vise to kickstart it, I actually had spring pins as the retention system for the screws. I went away from them to the spiral because I thought it'd be easier to install, and the rating for how much force it could take indicated that there would be plenty of safety margin, but making that change is probably the biggest mistake I've made in the whole course of this twin turbo vise effort. It's been redesigned so all the vices that just were sent out and that will be sent out going forward have a very robust, easy to install, easy to remove and replace retaining system. But I can't leave people hanging who supported me, so if you've had this problem, please get in touch. If you haven't already, there's an email in the description. I'm responding a lot better to emails because I've got some support, some help now. So please get in touch, and I'll do this for you. And yeah, it's once retrofitted, it's very solid. What you see me doing right here is just setting up a metal plate to get the position of that retaining ring hole in the right spot. So I've got all the jigs to do this. Might not look super precise, but I can get pretty good results in this way. And I've got a few tricks to dial it in if that hole isn't positioned perfectly, changing the thickness of flanges and washers, and little tweaks I can do in the wood shop to get accurate machining sort of results. So Here it is, spring pin going in. I've done this for a number of customers. I've got a couple more to do right now. Please reach out and we'll get your vise fixed. Everyone who purchases gets a working vise. Lincoln, what happens if I track these yucky things into the shop? Or from the shop into the house?
Mom will get angry at you.
But what's our secret weapon against that?
I forgot.
You forgot? Let's pretend we have metal shavings on our shoes and we're going to leave the shop, okay?
Okay.
Go, let's go. You lead the way.
Woo!
Metal shavings on your shoes. We're heading out. What are you supposed to do first? That's right. Lincoln, have I gotten in a lot less trouble since I put that brush in? No?
Yes.
I think I've gotten in less trouble. Over here.
So?
What do you think that's used for in the shop? What do you think I do over there?
Actually, right here.
Yeah.
My guess you cut the wood with a saw.
This is all kind of the woodworking tools with the bench in the
Look
center.
at that.
Yep, and the dust collection. Where's the dust collection? This is the
That?
thing you like to use, yeah, with the hose.
Oh yeah.
Where it's sitting, it can reach all of the woodworking tools.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, Lincoln, if this was woodworking, what do you think this area of the shop is used for?
Cutting stuff.
Cutting what kind of stuff?
Like this stuff.
Okay. And what's that made out of?
Metal.
Metal. This is the metalworking area.
Metal working area.
Okay, so you have to pick one tool and tell the viewers how it works.
That tool.
Yeah, what is it?
It's like a crusher.
It is kind of like a crusher. What's another word for a crusher?
Smasher. See this? And that's he gets stuck.
Good job. Okay, Lincoln, how about this workbench right here? What's that for?
That workbench?
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea.
Okay.
My dad.
Let's give you some hints.
Okay.
What do you see in these two windows?
Fans and fans.
Fans and fans. Okay, so why would I have fans over there?
This is a cooling area?
Cooling it? Not quite. Would fans remove smoke?
Yes, smoke area.
It is a smoky area, but why is it a smoky area? Do you know what this is?
Nope.
What this guy is?
Oh yeah, that's a flamer.
Tell the...
There it is. That's a flamer.
So Lincoln, what would you say that this area of the shop is used for over here?
This part?
Yeah.
Building.
Building, that's probably a little bit too generous. Does it look like a bunch of junk is just stored here?
Yeah, it's a mess.
So, see this?
Yeah.
This is a stack of drywall that I purchased because I thought in like 6 months I was going to finish the whole shop build.
He wanted to do it, but he forgot again.
Do you think it's a good idea for that drywall to sit there for 8 years while I get this done?
No.
I don't think so either. What could I do with this space if the drywall and all this junk wasn't in the way?
Make a robot area. Thank you for watching. We hope you guys make a video too. Bye.